about telling the story again really quick. I met someone who was a potential murderer and rapist. I'm dead serious about this. I was walking someone's dog. I wondered why people needed extra walks on Saturday. It was a little unusual. One of the dogs pooped at the back of this guy's driveway on a dead-end street, a no-outlet street. We use no-outlet signs. We don't use dead-end like Gainesville, Florida. And he was rustling around in his driveway, and I kind of laughed like, oh my gosh, it's Murphy's Law. This dog had to poop right behind your car in your driveway. I was really nice and everything, like super nice. And I picked up all the poop. As I walked away with two dogs, all of a sudden I felt compelled to look back, and I saw some other turd like up on his driveway kind of. And I was like, I don't think it's Fletcher's, because I was following behind him while he pooped. And I'm pretty sure it's not his. Also, it was a tad smaller. So I kept walking. I could have been like really super easy and nice and picked it up, but I'm tired of doing that for people who don't deserve it. Also, I think it was planted poop, to be honest, because I've never seen that guy before in my entire life, and I've walked down that street a million times. I then walked down Panama Street back to 17th.
And it happened probably like
and don't ever try it again. Do you hear me? So anyway, I walked to 17th. It's hard to explain. People try to control what you say and do. And we'll get into it later. She used the word so. And when you're talking on a camera, often people say so anyway, but anyway. Philly has a rapist problem. I would like to know who's puppeting that girl in front of me. So anyway, see what I mean? I walked to 17th Street. I started to go south with the dogs. This guy comes chasing after me, but acting like someone from the Truman Show, the actual movie. That's what they do. Or Pleasantville, or whatever. Is Pleasantville in the Truman Show? Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. No one does this, okay? Do you hear me? No one actually goes this far. And he knew where to look for me. I guess he must have watched me go down the street. So he would have to watch me go to 17th Street and then figure out if I went north or south. That's how stalkerish he was. I'm on the south side of Pine Street across from Gem Cafe. And I was like, can I just outrun him and ignore him, because I know he's gonna do something stupid. And if I were to have a handler telling me what to do every second, she would say, hi, sweet squirrel. He has to eat remnants from a disgusting cup from, yeah. Anyway, she would say, just play along, even though it's incredibly abusive and you're being subjected to incredible abuse, especially after being raped and abused and attempted murdered upon since 2011. I want to know when Philadelphia is going to take this seriously, because someone else will on my behalf. And this city will have a major overhaul of people who think they're in control, and they could wind up in federal prison instead. So if that person's name were Schmattisfield said, just play along, just play along, just play along. So I was like, oh, what's the, he's like, excuse me, I think you left behind a piece of poop. I was like, I don't think so. I picked up everything because I was following behind Fletcher, and I picked it all up. And he's like, so someone thought that I was going to go north at the corner, but I can hear your thoughts, so I would never do that again. So anyway, it has to do with what I'm told, and also people think they run people around the street, and they feel like they win points if you are to if someone thinks, I want to see if I can puppet her if she's going to go this way or that. We'll get into why this has come up later. But anyway, that guy needed to walk with me all the way back to his house in a creepy way. And it dawned on me later that a murderist and or rapist would do that to a female, acting all fake smiley, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. And I was like, I know I did. They would even plant poop. They would know your routine. They would set it up to have a large crowd in front of plays and players to make sure you didn't walk down Delancey Street. I wished I didn't listen to my handler and I had gone down Delancey Street, But I guess we had to catch another perp in Philadelphia because the FBI doesn't do its job, Homeland Security doesn't do its job, nor does the CIA or the local police or the state police. So I will reiterate this and repeat it over and over. The guy at the end of Panama who appears to live there right now, I don't know if he really does or not, or if he's fake. He used a murderer's tactic and a rapist tactic to try to lure someone back to his house. And he used little magical means because I think he planted the poop and it was already there. And then I'm feeling guilt. You know, I was supposed to feel guilty. I didn't because I already knew there was something wrong. And so I was like, God, if God existed, he would have told me and said, that's not Fletcher's. That guy planted it there. So if anything happens, you know in advance that guy's a rapist and a murderer. So I already reported him and the entire scenario to the CIA, the FBI, and Homeland Security. Now, after the walk, I was going to go down here to Giant because I was thinking, oh, so far so good. The day's been okay. Hopefully it'll stay that way, except for a few other things that happened this morning. But no, that had to happen. It was a major dramatic moment. And I want that guy in federal prison. Do you hear me? I am sick of it. The behavior of people in Philadelphia is reprehensible. It is disgusting. I can't believe some of the people that get to live in Center City and how poorly behaved they are. They have to go back to preschool, forget kindergarten. So I can't wait to post this when I get back. And I will post everything. I am not responsible for how people listen to this video or what they do because of it. I don't know anyone. I don't have any friends. I have a few, but they're not ever going to show up on Panama Street. But that guy's a murderer. And I've reported so many times to the CIA, the FBI, and Homeland Security, the FAA, and the NTSB that technically the entire United States government is culpable. And they could be found guilty of never having taken action to help Sharon Renee Cole, while a bunch of murderers and rapists, and they are, run free. And they get to hide behind their cute little doors and their nice little homes while they play out these skits. We just nailed a murderer and a rapist. Congratulations, ladies. They're mostly men. There's the occasional exception, but women, you know, we're so easy to control and puppet. Do you really feel good about ever blaming a woman for anything, men who can puppet people so well? Okay. So I already know the dealio. And women are just, we're normal, we're smaller in stature in general. It's just the way it is. Men try to take control too much and I would like women to earn more than men and see what happens.